Complicate things. One of my many skills. I'm making things up, all in my mind, 'cause I analyze their body language. I hear every change in their tone. Maybe they hate me, somehow I blame me. My mama said, that's just the weight of the world. It's not personal, it's just how it works. Don't be angry for too long.
Hey y'all, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. We are starting this day's video out with a small grocery haul, and it is quite small, but there were a few things last week when I went to the grocery store that either A, they were completely out of stock, or B, I had completely forgot to get. So I went ahead and done that today because the last week of school starts back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. Hold on, Savvy. And the boys did need just a few things that, like I said, either didn't have or I forgot to get. Now, there are a few things that I am restocking because the boys have already went through whatever the item is. But for the most part, this is just things that was either forgotten or they didn't have. So let's go through these really quick and see what we got in this grocery haul. We're going to start with the Golden Puffs. Isaiah, which is my 22-year-old son, he loves Golden Puff cereal, and he asked me this morning that if I put a grocery order in, if I would care to get those. So I got those for him, but Jackson does like these too. So, and then Fruity Pebbles is a favorite of Will's. That's one of his favorite cereals. So I did go ahead and get him a big family size box of that. I have found this new blend of Starbucks coffee. It's called Sincera, and I'm not sure if this is replacing their summer blend coffee or what, but they didn't have spring blend back at the start of spring either. They had mountain blend instead. So I'm not sure if the mountain blend is supposed to be replacing the spring blend and Sincera is replacing the summer, but I can say that I absolutely love this. I did buy 2 boxes last week, and I've already went through those, which I drink a lot of coffee. You guys know that if you've been here for a while. On top of water. Now, I do drink plenty of water, and then I do drink milk, but I'll get to that in a minute. But I do drink a lot of coffee. So I did find this, and this is notes of bright citrus and toasted almond, and you can definitely taste the smoky, earthy of the almond and that acidic citrus in this, and it's just a really good coffee. I really enjoy a cup of this in the morning when I'm first getting up, and I will make a cup, put a little bit of sugar. I don't drink a whole lot of sugar in my coffee, and then I'll put some creamer in there, and then I will drink my first morning cup. Has always got a pea-size scoop of shilajit resin, which I've talked about in one of my previous videos. So if you don't know about shilajit resin, go check it out. I really do recommend it. I'm going on a couple weeks now of drinking the shilajit resin in my coffee, and I'm telling you, I can definitely tell a difference. Anyway, so I did have a coupon to get one of the party size Doritos, either regular or Cool Ranch, and I would get a free bag of the late night loaded taco, or something spicy. I can't remember what it's called, but I went ahead and got the late night loaded taco. She's okay. And then I got some more of the heirloom navel oranges because Isaiah just goes through them. He loves oranges. We did get another thing of hummus. I got the big family size one this time because the little ones, they just never last long. I got 2 things of baby carrots that are cut and peeled. Jackson loves taking these in his lunch for school. Hello. And then we've got some halves and pieces salted with sea salt cashews. Isaiah loves these as well. And mostly his snacks and stuff that I get him, and he doesn't get a whole lot really. I know that sounds horrible, but he doesn't snack around a whole lot. So he doesn't get a whole lot of snacks, but the few that he does get, he generally runs through them fairly quickly. So I do replenish his few little snacks several times a month when needed. So I did get those for him. Jackson has really become obsessed with creamy peanut butter, and it can't just be any peanut butter. It has to be the Jif brand. I don't know what it is, but he absolutely loves this. So I did go ahead and get him 2 jars of that. And then I got a 6-pack of Original Boost. This is for me. We've got some La Choy soy sauce, and then I did get a flat cut corned beef brisket. Next time that I make this, or whatever, I will try to bring you guys along for it, because I've had a couple of you all ask me how I make these, and I always try to explain how I do it, but I think that it would probably be best if I just brought you guys along. Now, I've made these before and brought you guys along for it, but it's been quite a while. But what I do is I will boil this for several hours, anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, and then I will either slice it and fry that in a lightly greased pan, or I will take the whole thing, put it in a baking pan, take some of the juice from boiling it, put that in the baking pan, and then I will bake this for anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. It just kind of depends on what the boys are in the mood for and what I'm making it for, because I can make this as just, the main meat in our dinner, or I can make it as a pasta in a pasta sauce. I can make this as sandwiches. It can be made for several different things, so it just kind of depends on what I'm making it for as to how I cook it. Let's see. Yeah, and then there's the soy sauce. Don't be pushing. And then we're going to skip over the milk for just a second. I do have Isaiah's amaretto cherry cordial ice cream. He goes through this like crazy. He loves cherries. And then there was a coupon. Let me explain why I've got 6 half-gallons of milk. Guys, please quit. Please quit. There was a coupon that half-gallons of milk right now at my local Kroger are $2.99 for a half-gallon. I had a coupon that I could use 5 times, so one of these I did pay $2.99 for, but I wanted to get 3 gallons of milk. I already knew that I wanted to do that, just so that I had, the milk on hand for whatever. I intend to do quite a bit of baking coming up in the next week, so I did need quite a bit of milk for several of those recipes, and I will be bringing you guys along for some of that I do baking stuff. But the coupon was for, I could use it up to 5 times, and it brought the milk down to $1.29 per half gallon. So for 5 of these half gallons, I only gave $1.29 for. That's why there are so many half gallons and not just regular gallons. And then I do have 4 half gallons of the milk that I drink, which is Fairlife milk. Now this is lactose free, and I'm not lactose intolerant per se. I do have a little bit of, I don't know if it's really an intolerance or what it would be, but it does upset my stomach a little bit, regular milk. So that's why I drink this, and I do love milk. I do love milk. I always have, ever since I was a kiddo. Guys, don't do that before you end up hurting your heads, please. You're bouncing off of the couch. The cat's running through the house. The kids are bouncing literally off of the couch, and Mac is just sitting here, which is my teacup chihuahua, just sitting here watching everything like this is a madhouse. Okay, anyway, sandwiches are a big thing for my family during the summertime, so we do have some carving board slow cooked ham, and then I've got some rotisserie seasoned chicken breast. That is the Deli Fresh Oscar Mayer brand. There we go. I'll get it spit out in a minute. Those two, specifically those two, my boys love. Will eat this by itself, but he loves these on sandwiches, the carving board ham. Loves them. And then I did get a few more things of pop. There's Mackie. Hi, baby. Hi, Miak. Yes, a good boy. You're a good boy. Yes, you're me. Yes. And then we've got Jackson Zero Sugar Sprite. I got a coupon to get these right here. These 12 packs are usually $10.99 at my local Kroger. I had a coupon to get 5 12 packs for $5.99, and I could not pass that up. So I did get these. This was actually supposed to be the new Baja Blast Cabo Citrus, and I guess they ran out of stock on it, so they replaced it with the raspberry voltage or whatever it's called. It's raspberry citrus flavor is what it is. But so there's that. And then Isaiah has really taken a liking to the burners, so I got him a 12 pack of that. Okay, now I'm going to get all this put away and try to round my 2 littlest ones up, because it sounds like they're about to bring the living room down, and try to figure out what the cat's chasing. And then once I get done doing all of that, we'll figure out what we're going to get to doing today. Now, this recipe is for a loaded hash brown casserole, and just really quickly, I'll go over the ingredients. We've got the hash browns. I do have some already cooked ground sausage with green onion sauteed in there with that. We've got some garlic powder, paprika, 5 eggs that I do scramble up. I've got a whole 2 cup of Colby Jack cheese, or 8 ounces. And then I've got the chosen meat that I'm going to be using for this recipe, which is going to be bacon bits. I've got some diced ham, and then I've also got some diced onion. But the meats that we have chosen for this recipe is going to be the sausage, the ham, and the bacon. I'm going to mix all of that up, and I will make sure that the recipe for this is down in the description box for you guys. This is a favorite of my kiddos. Now, on the cheese, I do use the majority of it for the egg mixture. I leave about a half a cup, maybe a half a cup of cheese for scattering over the top. Now, you don't have to put the cheese over the top before you put it in the oven. You can actually go ahead and bake everything first, and then put the cheese on it, put it back in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes just to get, that cheese melted down. But my kids like really, really crispy, crunchy topping on the cheese, so that's why I put the cheese on it before it goes in the oven the first time. But once I've got all the ingredients mixed up, I just pour them over top of the hash browns. Then I top that off with the sausage and green onion, and then I go ahead and top that off with the remaining cheese of that 2 cups or 8 ounces of cheese, and put that in the oven. I put it on 400 degrees, and I let it bake for about an hour to about an hour and 15 minutes. Usually the hour and 15 minutes is if I don't put the cheese on there before I start baking this, but like I said, to each his own. This is just a favorite of my kiddos. And what brought this recipe on was I had originally intended to make the Cracker Barrel copycat hash brown casserole. And so whenever I got to telling Isaiah, which is my 22-year-old son, that that's what I was planning to make, he was like, well, why not go ahead and do the loaded casserole that you make? And I'm like, well, I can, if that's what you guys would prefer, because usually the regular Cracker Barrel recipe doesn't come with any kind of meats in it or anything like that. So, and my kids are they're meat eaters. So, but the loaded hash brown casserole was a hit. My kiddos loved it. Once I get that in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and clean up everything that I used to get that casserole prepared, and we're going to move on to something else.
Something I can never be without, yeah. I'm in your command. Thought I was a man of my own, but it's been 2 years. I'm only a shadow of the good on me now. A breeze in my ear, 'cause I cannot say no to you. Feeling like home, but should it be like this? Locked up in your dome, I fight for you. What do I do? Every time you call my name, what do I You're whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I We can't stop it, so I keep on rolling. a spell. I really wonder how did it come to this. Go see my friends, but then I realized they're all your friends. Is this who I am? You see me running around in circles, feeling so sweet, but should it be like this? I'm loving the heat, I think I'm losing it. What do I do? Every time you call my name, what do I You're whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I We can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence. So I keep on rolling in silence. Is this really healthy? Maybe I need therapy, yeah. Red carpet for you, let me hold your bag. I'll carry your shoes, I think I've lost it. What do I do? Every time you call my name, what do I You're whipping me into madness. I try to lay low, but I can never stay away from you. What do I We can't stop it, so I keep on rolling in silence. So I keep on rolling in silence. Keep on playing in silence. What do I Maybe I should keep rolling in silence.
I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile for you, smile for you. I will never cry for you, cry for you, cry for you, cry for you. I can't take this anymore. You say we're done, but you still want more. Baby,
Once the casserole is finished, it is then around the time that the boys come home from school, so I don't really do a whole lot more other than just the regular after school routine with my kiddos. So we are just going to move on to the next day, and the next day I'm absolutely determined to get this stain up off of the floor in between the hutch bottom and the kitchen sink, because I'm getting ready to put the island in here, and my sister is soon going to be coming to get this hutch bottom, and it should be happening all at the same time because I can't really bring the island in until this bottom gets out. So I did want to make sure that this stain was up, and I found that Lysol wipes, I don't know what it is. I have tried almost everything except for bleach and straight isopropyl alcohol, to be honest. So I don't know what it is, but the Lysol wipes started pulling the stain up, and it took me about 6 to 8 wipes, but I did manage to get the stain up. And so I am going to be soon trying the Lysol wipes over on that stain that is in front of the console table in the living room part of my tiny home. Hopefully it will come up just the same as this stain come up in front of my kitchen sink. Then once we move on to that, because we are going to be switching out the hutch bottom to the island soon, I got to get the hutch bottom cleaned out, decluttered, and figure out what is going to stay and what's going to go. Now, the majority of the pots and pans are staying just temporarily. Now, these will eventually go to my sister. All of the pots and pans that I pull out of here will be going to my little sister, because if you will remember, I know it's been quite some time, it's been over a year, but right before everything happened last March of 2024, I had just went and bought a brand new cookware set, and those have been in storage this whole time. So whenever I do go over to get the island, I do intend to get my new cookware set and bring that. Therefore, I won't need all of this. So I am going to have my little sister take what she wants of it, and then what is still in good shape, we are going to donate or give away, whatever. But everything that I do intend to keep until then, I'm just going to organize it and get it put back into this hutch bottom until we get that island here. And then we're going to move on to getting the floor cleaned up. And y'all, just wait till you see the carpet. Now, it is going to get cleaned, but this is just over the course of this past weekend from where we had all of the storms, and the storms got quite bad. But the next day, you know, we were outside doing cleanup, and it wasn't really, really bad here in my area. However, it did get bad in my state, which I live in Kentucky. And so it did get bad, but we was outside doing some cleanup, and the shape of my new area rug it's pitiful. But I do have to get my carpet cleaner out of storage as well when I go to get everything else, and I will be cleaning this area rug.
Is you out the door this time, I'm sure, yeah, that you're a bad boy up to no good, trying to be a man but you're stuck in boyhood, baby, you won't ever treat me the way you should, so it's over for good. I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile for you, smile for you, yeah, I will never cry for you, cry for you, cry for you, cry for you, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Y'all see Dominic, he was most certainly supervising Mama, that's for sure. But he came over and he had gathered up some of my plastic bowls that I was going to keep, that I do meal prep with. And so you'll see me kind of look around and then reach over once I see them. And he had this big goofy grin on his little face, like he knew that he had just took off with the bowls that I was looking for. And so he pushed them over to me and he was like, "Here, Mama." But he was fine with it, but he knew what he was doing. But yeah, he certainly was sitting here with me, supervising, making sure that I was doing this the right way, I suppose. He has gotten to be such the little helper lately. I'm guessing that it's just where he's getting bigger, and so next year he starts kindergarten, and it's breaking my heart when I sit and think about it, because I don't know what I'm going to do with myself, y'all. He's my last baby, so I really don't know what I'll end up having a mini mansion built by the time the kindergarten ends next year, because I'm just going to be completely lost. It's mercy. I'm definitely not looking forward to it, but it is something that has to happen, and I do know that.
I'll never cry for you, cry for you, cry for you, cry for you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. How do you expect me to when I'm over you? Can't you tell by the look on my face that I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile for you, smile for you. I will never smile for you. I will never smile for you. You made your bed, now lie in it, baby. Rest your head, let it dream about me. Cause I'm fed up with you, crazy. I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile for you, smile for you. Yeah, I will never cry for you, cry for you, cry for you, cry for you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. How do you expect me to when I'm over you? Can't you tell by the look on my face that I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile for you, smile for you. Yeah, I will never smile for you. Yeah. I will never smile for you. I will never smile for you.
So as you guys can see, I finally got the living room set to mostly the way that I want it to be. I did turn the ottoman long ways because the boys, they like coming in here and being able to kind of stretch out. And because we have a mini couch, it's really hard to do that on this couch. So I did turn the ottoman long ways and push it more up against the couch itself. And I do keep the end of it kind of decorated with a tray and a little blanket that can be, moved if the boys want to come in and stretch out, or even if I would like to put my feet up, and then the blanket is there if anyone wants to cover up and get a chill. I do like this layout so far. it seems to be working for us because Dominic likes his little rocker chair. He likes to lay in it and watch his tablet whenever he gets screen time, or he likes to sit in it and kind of doze off for his nap watching TV. So it's perfect for that little rocker chair to sit there. And then I still have the bench sitting behind it, and that is still where we are keeping our shoes kind of up under it. I keep my purse and my keys there, and then it also gives a little bit of extra room for the boys to sit if they need to sit while they put their shoes on, or to even put their backpacks on before or after school. And then the console table has finally been decorated, and of course I will have different ways to decorate this thing once I get more used to it, because it is a smaller kind of console table, as you guys can see. But we do finally have the TV mounted on the wall, and I'm so happy about that. And then I just spritz the couch with some Mrs. Meyer's Daisy air freshener. I love the scent of this. It just brings spring and summer into the home, and it smells so good. And then we're going to get to vacuuming my rug. Now, as you can see at the edges of the rug there, it is in bad shape. Now, like I said, I do got to get my carpet cleaner as soon as I go to storage, and I do have it planned to go to storage, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after, because this coming weekend is the first weekend after the boys' summer break starts. So it will be probably that first weekend of June, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, it just, where we was in and out trying to clean up, and not everybody was taking their shoes off when we first was walking in, it all kind of got right there at the edge of the carpet. So I do got to clean that up, and hopefully I will be able to figure out getting the stain off and whether or not the Lysol wipes are going to do it. Other than that, I'm just kind of dusting everything off and straightening everything back up, putting everything back the way that it needs to go. I still haven't figured out anything for this cord yet. I'm probably just going to have to go with a 6-way and kind of mount it to the lower part of the wall there. That's what I'm probably going to have to do. Well, we're coming to the end of the video, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this day's video, and I do have so much more in store for you guys. We're going to be building shelves coming up and all kinds of other good stuff, just waiting for the weather to break. Hopefully soon that will be happening. And so yeah, I think that's got it till next time. Love y'all. Stay safe.
I know it's been a struggle. I know you've had some pain. I know you're feeling tired, held down by all the weight. Yeah, I know you're feeling lonely. Your smile ain't the same. Not sure where to go from here. Feel like you've lost your way.